Well, hello everyone. What's going on with the Emmanuel Haro case? Just yesterday, investigators raced back to Moreno Valley Badlands with cadaver dogs in tow, but still Emmanuel has not been found. Where is he? His father, Jake Haro, wearing an orange jumpsuit, was seen with deputies during the search. This all comes nearly 2 weeks since baby Emmanuel went missing on August 14th. So, how long has baby Emmanuel really been missing? We're going to break it all down on the latest on the other side of this.
Coming in clutch, better tighten the pearls. Dropping cold facts, got the truth for the world. No smoke, no fluff, just the real that we trust. Hold on to your seat, cause I'm coming in clutch. Coming in clutch.
Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. You have a lot of options, anywhere on the internet, anywhere in the world, and you chose to be right here. I know your time is very valuable, and I do appreciate you spending some time with me and our friends. Today is August 25th, 2025. It is currently 9:52 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Bonjour. Hello, everyone. Good to see you all. I am having microphone problems, so if it mutes, I apologize. I will try to fix it very quickly. Good to see you all in chat. Hello. Tomorrow, Mr. Jake and Ms. Rebecca go to court, and we'll see how that goes. Should be interesting. May not be interesting. We'll have to give it a go and see how it goes from there. Wait until kind of people come in and before we get started with all of it, guys, before we get started, if you would do me a solid like you guys always do for me, I appreciate you. Please hit that thumbs up button. Please, please, please. Don't make me beg. Don't make me beg. I'll get on my knees. Okay. Please hit that thumbs up button. Would greatly appreciate it. And consider sharing the live out to any social media platform of your choosing. I don't care. I get around. All right. Did they assign Jake charges and appearance date again? So that that thing that we were showing yesterday, I don't think they ever switched it. I think that it was an edit where it was cut off down at the bottom. So I don't think that they uh, necessarily changed it that I'm aware of, at least. So yeah. So we'll just have to see. I don't know if it's going to be televised. I'm sure that there will be cameras there. If not, I would hope, for the sake of the enormous interest in this case, that yeah, well, he did switch jails, right? He did switch jails, and so there's that. So okay, cool. Um, oh, guys, by the way, let me just say something. I'm just Brandy. For those of you that know Brandy, she is a dear friend of ours here on the channel and just personally. Brandy Neal, Michael Joseph Vaughn out of Fruitland, Idaho, who was abducted by 4 cancerous beings. He has still not been found today, but this is more of, she is really, really, really sick right now. Very sick. She is bleeding internally right now, and let me see here. They sent me something earlier. Yeah, it's really bad. I think she's in, okay. She missing PNW, our friend. She said, I need y'all to prayer warriors right now to pray for Brandy Neal Vaughn. She's bleeding internally and is being flown to Utah to see the doctors that will do her liver transplant. Please, Lord, watch over Brandy and her family. Please be with the doctors as they work to find where the bleeding is and give them knowledge. I ask everyone to please add her to your prayer change. We need a miracle. We ask in Jesus' name. Amen. So, yeah, if you don't mind, just please, please keep them in your prayers. Very, very much needed. She's been through so much. Just hell, the woman has. And I love Brandy, love her, talk to her all the time. And she has given me immense trust in Michael Vaughn's case, and I don't take that lightly at all. You know, when it comes to that case, I was the one who got that FOIA, and you know, I kept it for about a year or so. And one day she put it out, and I was like, oh damn! But it got things moving. It got things moving, and so I'm so grateful for that. Okay, guys, without further ado, let's get started on all of it. There's a poll down there, by the way, that you guys can like to hear your opinion on this. So there's a little bit of misinformation going around about Emmanuel Haro's age. People are saying that Emmanuel is older than 7 months. Like people are saying like 10 months or something like that. Someone from the media asked the department, and Emmanuel is 7 months, maybe. Yeah, I did Mohawk. Maybe 8 months, like today. So, but he is 7, no more than 8 months. So when you hear people saying 10 months or something like that, that is not true. Not true. People got 10 weeks and Emmanuel 7 months mixed up. You're probably right, Randy. You're probably right. But I just wanted to clear that up, as much as possible, because there's so much craziness in this case, right? And where maybe I think it might be 8 months as of today, but it's definitely not 10 months. So 7 months, 8 months today, something like that, but nothing more. All right, guys. One article that I found very interesting is the Sun, SUN. They did an interview with Rebecca's, or maybe it was Jake's ex, from what I understand, and I want to go through that a little bit. She didn't give her name, but we kind of know who it is for those of us that kind of deep dive into the case. Yesterday, Rebecca interview came out. It's more out today than it was yesterday, but regardless, it's out. And Rebecca is standing by her man. She's a Tammy Wynette standing by her man. Am I muted? I shouldn't be muted now. You can hear me, right? You should be. Okay. Yeah, I can see when I'm generally muted or not, but I just wanted to make sure. Okay. So that being said, here we go with that. Yesterday was absolutely crazy because Jake was out there, right? Jake was out there, and I'm still a little perplexed why Jake was out there. He's obviously working with them somewhat, right? Or he wouldn't have been out there. But how much is he working with them? That's the question. And is Emmanuel in that area? Do police believe he's in? And I don't mean right there where they searched the other day, but that area. Lawyer Ellie said he didn't assist? Where did you see that history? Because I'm seeing the opposite. It's a level of cooperation, right? Because if he's out, he doesn't have to go out there, right? He doesn't have to go out there. I mean, they're not going to force you to go out there if you don't want to go out there. Rebecca is stupid. She thinks Jake will save her. Well, I don't think there is anything that can save these two right now. In my opinion, I look at those mountains behind that home. In my opinion, really, Mohawk, I don't see them. I don't know why, but I just don't see either of them as taking these big steps of doing anything that, whether it's disposing of him, I just don't think that they're going to. I think they're going to do it the easiest way. You know what I mean? And so they have allegedly taken up boards from the home, and because there has been allegedly blood found on him. Listen, you get blood anywhere in a home like that, you are not getting it up. I don't care how good you clean. You are not getting it up. This is why now, if cement or something like that, you might be able, but wood, Wood is one of those things that is going to get you every single time. You can't get the blood out of wood. You can't do it. Right? You're right. You can't speak to a spouse in court. They can't speak to each other at all, right? Because they are essentially co-defendants, right? It's very porous. Yeah. Now, like a hard surface, if it's concrete and it's been, what's the word I'm looking for? Treated. What's the word? Where it doesn't have the pores in it. That you can clean up, right? With certain acids and stuff like that. But you're not going to be able. That's why I don't know if you've ever seen homicide cleanups, but when these homicide cleanups or someone dies naturally in their home and they've been there a while, they have to take out sealed. Thank you. They have to take out the wall. They have to take out the wall, right? That's true. One sure matters. Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. The floors. Oh yeah, the floors. I mean, if they're wood, which most are, right, in the United States. Yeah. So they generally check where any biological matter is. And it's here on YouTube if you ever want to, if you can handle that kind of stuff. It's very interesting to watch. Again, if you're into that kind of stuff. So, was there gathering before burial funeral? I don't know if there was before. I know a lot of people has said, "Oh, well, Justin, they might have, been in the same. They might have put Emmanuel in the same grave or whatever." No, didn't happen. Didn't happen. Nope. This was a legit funeral. Now, like an old country funeral or something like that, that's different. But they literally, let me just tell you from working from a funeral home, after, whenever you go to a funeral home and you say you see them for the last time at the funeral home, and then sometimes you'll take them straight to the grave and then, you put them in. That casket is locked. You are not getting it open. Only people who has worked at a funeral home have the key to the casket. So that's not going to work. That's not going to work. What did he say, Marine wife? I know when I had my son at home, my husband couldn't get the blood out of my son. Is 42. I had him on my own. Oh my God, Sarah, bless you. Yeah, you have to have a casket key. Yeah. Yeah. And they are, it's cranked is how you close it. It's literally cranked is how it's how you lock it. If they're very up from the ground. What do you mean if they bury it? Like a mausoleum or something like that? A mausoleum, you're definitely not going in. But something just okay. People with the mausoleums, it is sealed. You have to have someone go out there and seal it. But like with this, they put coverings and I can't remember the name of it, the metal piece when they lower it in. And then they cover it up. Right. And who covers that up is the funeral or the cemetery people who work there. Thank you, Lock Lady. If his remains are found, I am sure the DA or state will have to pay for his funeral and sponsor it because I doubt the family will or could afford it. Yeah, and then you're laid into a vault, yeah. And then that is covered as well. So I don't think they're that bright at all. No, I don't either. I don't either. All right, guys. Moving on here. I want to show a couple things before we get started. So sick of looking at those two's faces. God, they just need to tell where Emmanuel is. Get on with it.
Jake
So listen to this.
confessed to taking the life of his 7-month-old child. He took investigators to the 60 freeway off of Gilman Springs Road, that area right there. And as you saw from videos that were posted, they had cadaver dogs out there. They had a search team, and they were searching that area. Police have released a statement that his body has still not been found. Now, I don't know what's going to come from this. I don't know if that's the actual location that Jake really has buried him, or if he's just trying to get some form of plea deal. All I know is that Jake did confess to the murder of his 7-month-old child. Now, everyone is sending me reports that Rebecca...
I still have not... there is nothing that I have seen that Jake has confessed. Nothing that I have seen. 1 second. There's just nothing that I have seen that Jake has confessed at all. So nope, have not. Jake has not confessed about this. So I want to clear that up. Okay. I heard they got chemicals. Well, they didn't do a good job because blood was found in the house.
Rebecca talked to News Today, and she is still sticking with the kidnapping story. I don't know how this event today is going to unfold with her, but all I know is that these parents have taken his life. He is now fully confirmed to have been deceased. Today has been a whirlwind, and I hope investigators continue on the search to find his body. I don't know where he is. I don't know if he's just trying to lead them astray where he took them, or if he's there and they just have not located him yet. I am in the middle of nowhere right now, actually on the other side of that mountain, and it is just dirt and valley over here too. So they're going to have a lot of land that they're going to need to search to find and recover his body. But as of today, there was no body located when they did their search and rescue. Hey, you guys, I wanted to jump on real fast as I'm in between clients. Earlier today, Jake...
Oh, I wonder what the terror is doing. Let me see what
you can't help but get an eerie feeling here in Wineville, California.
See what on the terror is doing. Give me 1 second. Oh, he ended it. Damn it. Damn it on the terror. Why did you do that? Let's see what he's doing. I need to invite him on here. Oh, God, don't. Nope. Can't have that. Can't have that. There's been a lot of people really mean to him. He was crying. That makes my heart really sad. There's been a lot of people really mean to him. And that's terrible. That's terrible. Why does anyone need to be mean to each other as creators? If you don't like someone, don't like them, but you don't got to talk about them. You don't got to sit up here and nobody wants to hear it. Nobody wants to hear it. You know what that's what it is, be great. That is exactly what it is. That is exactly what it is. And because they feel competitive. And listen, there is 8 billion people on the world, in the world. There is enough room for everyone. TMZ? Why? Why did TMZ? Why? That's crazy. Yeah, he's hardworking. He has cancer treatments and all of that. I don't understand, like, why? 8 billion with a B. 8 billion. TMZ showed the. Well, that's not his fault. That's not. I mean, it's him. It's his fault for saying it, but this is the thing. They have to. It's their job to verify it, just like it's his job to verify it. And listen, let me tell you something. Every one of us creators makes mistakes. Now, some will nail you to the cross and never let you come down. But the main thing is that you correct the mistake. You correct the mistake. And listen, he said it right there in front of the cop. The cop didn't say anything either. Yeah. I mean, I don't know of any news outlet that is mistake free. Right? He didn't mean it in malice. Right? My thing is, I mean, there are people that say things just to say things, and they, in my opinion, they do it in malice. But I believe most people don't do it in malice, and if they know better, they do better. If you know better and you're saying something else, that's different, right? But I believe it was honest. And everyone kind of gets their 15 minutes with, and I think there's a lot of jealous people. Yeah, of course, Jen. So that's just crazy to me. That's just crazy to me. I'm really proud of him that he has overcome a life of poor decisions in the past, and he's chose to do good, right? Let's lift people up. I don't want to tear anybody down. Even if, if I don't like him, I'm still not going to tear him down. I'm just not going to fuck with him. So there's that. Now, some people, even of my subscribers, they don't care for him. I've seen people. That's fine. Don't have to. But it's just one of those things where. But yeah, I think it was just. It's just as. It was TMZ, in my opinions. They needed to check it just the same as anybody else. So there's that. Yeah. Guys, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. Would really, really, really appreciate that. I mean, yesterday when we were watching this, when all of this was going on, right? when all of this was going on, we were watching Homie, and there was a cop standing 4 feet from him. And he said they found Emmanuel. And I even said it. And I said, well, even the cop, they might have, because the cop didn't even say anything. So I don't know. I was just, now this is an interesting area. I mean, I hope that they did check this entire area. TMZ is probably embarrassed. Well, I mean, it is embarrassing for any of us who, try to have some integrity and try to get the right information out. And still then, some people won't be very much satisfied. But regardless, you want to get, it's not a malice. It's just not a malice. So moving on. All right. I want to show you this article because there was some things on it. Someone, I believe it's this one right here. I think I've got the full article right here, but mother's ex-husband speaks out. In the days following Emmanuel's disappearance, troubling details have emerged about Jake's criminal record, as well as Haro's life as a mother of 5 other children. Does she have 5 other children? Okay. Does she have 5 other children? Yeah, right, sandwich, exactly. Look what it says right there. I thought she had 4 other children, or 3 other children. She has 5 children? I mean, my God, this is like, this says 5. He declined in her photo. Yeah, yeah. It says 5. Well, I know she has, right? She obviously has Emmanuel. She has the daughter. And I know she had 2 other older kids. So I knew of 4, but I just didn't know the 5th. That's what I was confused on. 2 grown-ups, 1 2-year-old Emmanuel. See, that's what I always thought. But apparently it's 5. Yeah, what? Not grown-ups. 1 is 16, yeah. I got you, Cassie. Hold on. I got you, Cassie. Let me check it. Let me see this. We've all had these tears, man. Most of us that give a shit at least have.
After the parents got arrested, I was so tired that my body literally gave out. Like, I gave it my all. I gave it my all, bro. Like, I gave this little boy my all, bro. You know what's I couldn't do that for my own son, homie.
Yeah.
I was never able to do that for my own son because I was in prison, dog. And so Emmanuel became my son. In a sense, Emmanuel became like my son because when I went to prison, he was the same age as Emmanuel, younger. My son was 1 month old, bro, when I went to prison. And I just seen this baby, and I was just like, dude, like, how can nobody love him like that? And so I said to myself, self, if nobody's gonna love this kid, then I'm gonna love him, homie. And I love that little boy. From the minute that I read this story, and I think, and I'm proud of myself. And trust me, I feel the love, I feel the warmth, and I feel it all, bro. The national TV's coming, but I didn't sign up for this. I didn't. Yeah, he became my son. Like, motherfucker, you don't love him, I'll love him for you, bro. Like, I'll love him for you. It's sad, and you know what? At least he got loved. At least he got loved, and I hope that he knows now that we love him. We love you, bro. We really do love you. We were all out here. And these people were out here with me.
Absolutely.
These people were out here with me, bro. Like, it wasn't just me. This was a community effort. And he knows now. If he didn't know he was loved, or if he didn't feel the love while he was alive, he definitely feels the love now that he's gone, bro. And he is gone. He's gone. It's confirmed. He's gone.
He's gone.
We just haven't found him yet. But he's gone, bro. That's when people are saying, "Oh, you put a post of him with God." He's with God, homie. We're not looking for not looking for a missing baby. Now we're recovery stage here. And after the parents got a
Bless his heart. It hurts. It does. It hurts. It hurts when you really care. It does. It does. And I know that he cares. I know he cares very, very much. And I mean, you know, all the medicine that's going through his veins right now, right? It's a lot. It's a lot. And so I'm glad that he's going to be okay. He's going to be okay. He's going to be okay. He's smiling. Good to see you. You can have an effed up past and do better. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I am so glad, you know, if you're religious, meaning if you're Christian, I guess you could say, or even throughout all faiths, really, God always took the others, right? The others from society, and their heart was changed, right? And then he used them. So I'd rather be around a bunch of tattooed ex-felons who give a damn than I would to be in a church pew with a bunch of hypocrites that will talk behind your back or not give a damn any day of the week. Any day of the week. So that's just me, though. That's just me. So people change every single day. Every single day. And some change, you know, things can happen, and some never do. Some never do. And it's people like Jake who doesn't give a damn, right? Never learned one fucking iota of anything. He doesn't have enough brain cells to spark something between his skull, in my opinion, to even have the desire to change, right? I mean, this man is atrocious. He literally fucked up his children, that they suffer 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For the rest of their life, as ever how many years God gives them to be alive, which I can tell you that it's going to be shorter because of what that son of a bitch did to those babies. Or fetal alcohol syndrome, what they did in, I can't even talk about it, guys. I can't even talk about it myself. I mean, think about that. What this child goes through. Yes, she survived. She survived. But she's suffering. She suffers because of his actions every day. Every fucking day. She doesn't get to go out to a restaurant, right? Like other kids and get to order a Happy Meal, right? Because this son of a bitch got angry 10 seconds and did something to her. 3% of her brain function. Not taken away 3% of her brain function. He took away 97% of her brain function. Lord help me. Thank you so much, Southern Girl. Welcome to the Pearl family. Appreciate you, Mandy. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, darling. Thank you so much, honey. I appreciate you very, very much. Good to see you, my friend. Hopefully you are well. Thank you for your support. I really do appreciate you, my love. That's the only people I cannot stand is someone that takes another one's life, hurts children, hurts animals without just reasons, right? Like food or whatever. I just can't deal with it. You just don't hurt someone that can't fend for themselves. You just don't do it. All right. Pisses me off something fierce. All right, guys. Let me get on with the show here. This is the very latest on Emmanuel Haro. Why is it doing that? Okay. This came out just, I think, less than an hour ago. Please hit that thumbs up, guys. I can pretty much be chill with anyone except anyone that does that.
Sign of baby Emmanuel. His parents sit in jail accused of murdering the 7-month-old boy. But as KCAL's Joy Benedict reports, the remains, if they're not found soon, his parents may be released.
Another day of heartache in this Cabazon community as strangers dropped off flowers and stuffed animals out.
What? Hold on. Brr, did I hear that? What the fuck did I just hear?
Accused of murdering the 7-month-old boy. But as KCAL's Joy Benedict reports, the remains, if they're not found soon, his parents may be released.
The fuck? The fuck? Okay, I see you. What do you mean? The Riverside County District Attorney's Office said a decision of filing charges has not been made. If murder charges are filed, the couple could appear in court to be arraigned Tuesday. The fuck? Weren't they already arrested for that? Come the fuck on, California. I'll show it to you in a second. Listen.
7-month-old boy. But as KCAL's Joy Benedict reports, the remains, if they're not found soon, his parents may be released.
Another day of heartache in this Cabazon community as strangers dropped off flowers and stuffed animals outside the home of Emmanuel Haro. The 7-month-old boy first reported kidnapped by his mother and now believed to be dead.
I feel like this is a huge tragedy, and I feel like that baby was failed.
Emmanuel's parents, Jake and Rebecca Haro, were both arrested at their home on Friday for murder. This after 8 days of searching for the infant. On Sunday, the search continued. The child's father, dressed in a jail uniform, joined law enforcement along the 60 freeway near Beaumont, searching for something. Deputies say they were looking for a body, but none was found.
Kind of hard when neither one of them is speaking out.
Hopefully that gives them some leads and stuff like that, and they find the baby.
But as the search for Emmanuel continues, the clock on keeping the Haros behind bars is ticking.
From what's been released publicly, it doesn't look to me like the DA has enough to file by tomorrow.
Steve Meister is a criminal defense attorney and former prosecutor.
They have something and they could be right, but they probably don't have enough yet.
He says the parents are likely being looked at and questioned separately. Rebecca first called 911 on the 14th, saying she was attacked and her son taken from their car at this sporting goods store parking lot. Jake Haro is currently on probation for a child abuse case involving another child by an ex-wife. Meister says that conviction may allow law enforcement to keep him in custody longer, but he appears to be cooperating.
What we do know is that Mr. Haro is in custody, and they can't force him to go out and look for a body. He's only going to get to that field one way, by volunteering to do it.
That's it. Didn't you hear me say that just a minute ago? Didn't you just hear me say that a minute ago? They cannot force him to go out there. That means he's working with them. There's not been we don't know that there's been a confession. Get back here, Jen. Oh my God. Plead the blood of Jesus. No ma'am, no ham, and no fucking turkey. They not. We've not seen that they've actually confessed. I got a new article I'm going to read to you guys. Jake is playing Ellie. I don't know. Why would a judge release them? My blood pressure just spiked. Yeah, mine too. I'm trying not to cuss a lot, to be honest with you.
And even if both parents are released with no charges filed, Meister says this case and the search for this little boy are both far from over.
That doesn't mean anything. It just means that a murder investigation goes forward. It can take a long time. It can take forever. There's no statute of limitations on murder.
The Riverside County District Attorney's Office tells me they received the case from the San.
He would be going over the Mexican border. Stat. If they let him out like that and they weren't watching him. That's where he would be going.
San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department today, and they are reviewing it to decide whether to file charges. Any charges must be filed by tomorrow morning or the Haros will be released.
I cannot fucking believe that. I wonder if Jake knows that. I wonder if Jake knows that. Oh, yeah, he's over here. Because if they find him, they're instantly going to be charged with that. Right? And if he doesn't tell them, then he could get out. Who is this lawyer fucking in the place? I mean, seriously, like, how does he get these good? Listen to this. I just cannot believe this.
The 7-month-old boy. But as KCAL's Joy Benedict reports, the remains, if they're not found soon, his parents may be released.
It is crazy, Millie. Giving this to God. Oh, honey, he needs to intervene. I can't even keep my headphones on. My head's hurting so bad. 48 hour without charges in California standard. He knows. I mean, there should be enough blood at that house to, if there is enough blood, rather, at the house, that he can no longer sustain life. And if they can prove that Rebecca is actually lying about this kidnapping. Yeah, Nicole. Yeah, I asked everyone to pray for in the beginning of the live. He still has a probation violation from having a pew-pew. All right, our friend Nate Eaton says this. 2 hours ago, as the search for 7-year-old Emmanuel Haro continues, his mother, Rebecca Haro, egg donor, spoke in an exclusive interview from jail with the Southern California News Group. Quote, "I want to be out looking for my baby," end quote. Bitch, you never started, in my opinion. Sorry, I added that. Haro said, "I will not give up. I will not give up on my baby." You gave up a long time ago, lady, in my opinion. Rebecca and her husband, Jake, were arrested on suspicion of this. It was suspicion of murder. She maintained that her baby was kidnapped and her husband is, quote, "a good dad." This makes me want to throw up. He would never hurt a baby. The motherfucker hurt a baby. Babies, in my opinion. At this point in the investigation, detectives presume Emmanuel is dead. The Riverside County District Attorney's Office said a decision on filing charges has not been made. If murder charges are filed, the couple could appear in court to be arraigned tomorrow, Tuesday. What time is court tomorrow? On Sunday, authorities searched for a missing baby along parts of 60 Freeway near Gilman Springs Road in Moreno Valley. According to the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Office, Jake was at the scene with detectives. He was seen in an orange jumpsuit with handcuffs working alongside deputies. Cadaver dogs were called to help. The baby has not been found. I'm going to lose my shit. The Riverside County District Attorney's Office said a decision on filing charges have not been made. If murder charges are filed, the couple could appear in court to be arraigned on Tuesday. So tomorrow, they're either getting out or they're getting charges filed against them. I don't know what to say. God have mercy. Let's see what they say here. Let's see what they say here. Oh my God. No doubt.
Emmanuel Haro. His parents remain in jail, arrested for his murder this week, and his father here in the red jumpsuit was seen out with investigators. NBC4's Karma Dickinson live near the family's home in Cabazon with an update now on the search. Karma?
Hi there behind me. You can see how the community has really responded to this news that little baby is now presumed dead. He has not yet been found. But in just the last week, the memorial, the outpouring of support for him has really just grown exponentially, with so many people in the community asking that one central question: where is baby Emmanuel?
The search for now presumed dead baby Emmanuel Haro spans across county lines. This weekend, authorities searched for him along the 60 freeway in Moreno Valley, accompanied by cadaver dogs, and in a bright orange jumpsuit, Jake Haro, the baby's father.
Experience when somebody is being let out and being escorted to a particular area to look for a body who has been unaccounted for and they believe is a victim of a murder, that tells me that the person is sharing enough information.
It has been 11 days since Emmanuel Haro's parents say he was kidnapped from the Big Five store in Yucaipa. Shortly thereafter, investigators with the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department say his mother stopped cooperating. Moses Castillo is a former LAPD detective with 20 years of experience investigating crimes against children. He's not a part of this case, but weighed in on where he thinks the investigation will likely go from here.
You're going to see a more thorough search, a more methodical search by the coroner's office and the detectives, and they're going to have all hands on deck, and they're going to scour that area square by square to make sure they don't miss anything.
Last week, the baby's parents, Jake and Rebecca Haro, were arrested on suspicion of murder. However, they have not yet been charged. Both Riverside and San Bernardino County District Attorney's offices are currently evaluating this case.
The fact charges have not yet been filed could be a result of the fact that the authorities aren't sure which county is the proper place to file, or it could be that they're still working up the case. They have suspicions, but do they have enough evidence to really support criminal charges?
And we have spoken with the district attorneys in both San Bernardino and Riverside County's offices. And essentially, San Bernardino tells us it's looking.
Now, I was thinking that they said that they felt pretty confident about this the other day. Thank you, Jeff. They can still charge them for unaliving. There's enough circumstantial evidence, plus it will give investigators more time to locate body. Yes, they can. Or they can do it like Barry Morphew. Charge him with unaliving. And then if the judge makes the decision to hold this without prejudice, then they could recharge them again. But regardless, they would get out. I mean, most likely if they got bail. Oh my God. I don't think they're going to get out tomorrow. No, there's no statute of limitation on murder in any state or RAPE. No statute of limitations on those at all. But you can't be, tried. If you've been tried, you can't be retried. There's no double jeopardy. If you've been acquitted, They're safer in jail. I agree. Here in California, they don't do double jeopardy. They have to file charges within 72 hours. I think the DA is building a case. Well, I mean, double jeopardy means when you've so like if you were acquitted of murder and they later find that you actually did commit the murder, they couldn't charge you again. Well, double jeopardy is constitutional. It's written in the Constitution. Yeah. So it's in all 50 states. Casey Anthony, case in point. Yep, exactly. They can charge you with something else, but it's not it wouldn't be a murder charge. Justin, did you see the Jake's ex-wife did an interview? Yeah, I was trying. It's what I was going to get to. My head is spinning though. Oh my God. I really have to hope and believe that prosecutors know what they're doing and they're not going to fuck it up. That's all. That's what I'm praying. But now this makes me, Jake knows the system. He knows the system. His attorney knows the system. And of course, I don't think he's going to tell them where little Emmanuel is because of this, right? No, release, not acquit. You can't be acquitted until you go to trial and a jury or a judge reaches a verdict or decision. Yeah, I heard about it, Nicole. Can't be charged for the same crime twice. Correct. That is correct. He's stalling until tomorrow. I agree. So he's charged them for workers' comp fraud. I mean, you could probably charge him for a hell of a lot, child abuse or neglect or whatever, but still you want to get that MURDER. No, I'm okay, Sassy. I'm okay, honey, thank you. All right, let's okay. I want to read this to you. Lord have mercy. This is cray, y'all. Absolutely cray. I mean, you want to see a fit tomorrow? People, if they get out, streets will be on fire. In my opinion, streets. People are going to be pissed off if that happens. Me either, Christy. Me either. All right. The hell did I just do? Okay. 19th. And this is trying to find which one it was. Bear with me, guys. 2 seconds. All right. So I'm trying to find the one with the X. I think it's the one I got pulled up. Okay. Family Insider told News Nation that photos and clothes of Emmanuel were missing and that some floorboards, possibly stained with blood, were removed. Now, if you get the family saying, we haven't seen Emmanuel for a month, right? And there is floorboards stained with blood. And if it is Emmanuel's blood, how the hell could they let them out? Yeah, weekends doesn't count. They bought lie. There was nobody. Well, you know why I think they bought lie? I'll tell you why I think they bought lie. For the drains. I think that if they bought lie, it is because of the drains. His brother's Hector's blood. I don't know about that. So lie is okay. Well, it depends what kind of. Did they buy lime? LYME? I think that's it, or LIME. I think it's LYME. That you put in gardens, or did they buy lye? LYE. Lie. Okay. That's a big difference. Lime is that's what people use to cover smells when people die. They usually put it in, like if an old horse dies or something like that, farmers will dig a big hole and they'll put lime in it, and it takes the smell down and all that. Lye is a very, very it's a, I don't know if it's considered an acid, but if you can make soap with it. There's a thing called lye soap. I've made it before, and it becomes this very hot chemical process. It's very, very erosive. You cannot get it on your skin, or it'll fuck you up, like really will. So the lye, but it is also a drain cleaner, and it makes your pipes really hot. Really hot. And it comes up, it foams up out of the thing. And whenever you can buy the crystals at Lowe's, it comes in a bottle, and even the bottle is sold with a bag over it. Right? It burned my hands using lye without. Oh my God, Jeff. Yeah, it'll eat the skin off. So, yeah, it's very, very intense. Justin, have you looked when Jake was in jail in 2024 for bugs? Check the time he entered and released. What do you mean bugs? Bugs. We are going to, Maggie. We are. Yes. You can't make the lye soap. Like, you got to take it outside because of the fumes. But I think, I don't know if they'll be able to recover all of Emmanuel, to be honest with you. Especially if they have a saw and they have lye. Right? Said it was bought at Home Depot. Yeah. Yeah, you can buy it at Home Depot. Yeah. And so I hope they show them all the receipts with that, right? Let me see if I can find a video about lye. lie. Let me see this. Will they let me? I'm going to show you this video. Just a little bit of a trigger warning here. I'm going to put there. The boring voice. Credit goes to them. Their link in chat and in the description. Well, they use a chicken. Credit the boring voice. Here we go. Trigger warning if you are sensitive to seeing things. I just want to let you know. Because it's... Don't freeze on me. Don't. Okay, there we go. All right, here we go.
Grams of lye and place it in a heap.
So lye comes in crystals, and it is, like I said, it's very, 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 very potent. Oh my gosh, Southern girl, you are so good to me. Thank you so much, honey. That's so generous of you. Thank you so much. We do appreciate you, my dear. Thank you, honey. Appreciate you very, very much. It's very generous of you, my dear. Did they check septic tanks if they have one? I don't think that they have. I don't think they have a septic tank. Hey, Deborah. Thank you again, Southern girl. Really do appreciate you, my love. Truly. And so it comes in like crystals, but it heats up very quickly.
Let's add just a little bit more lye to the solution.
So I got to use this under fair use.
The temperature is rising quickly now.
Now, it raises very quickly. It gets hot. You cannot use... Oh, you're sweet, honey. You cannot use water cremation. Very few people do it in the United States. It's becoming more popular, but no. If you use it like in a metal bowl or something like that, it will
So what
get
happened?
really bad.
And an ionic compound. When it then was needed to break the bond change and an exothermic release of energy. I hope that helped. Thanks for watching.
Hold on. Was that not the damn video? 1 second. This was it. Sorry. This was it. I apologize. Here we go.
You can hear it boil. 205 degrees.
So that just, it's heated up to 205 degrees very quickly, right? Now watch this. They put a chicken wing in it. And what this does, it completely strips all the fats and the muscles. That's why they use it in drains. It heats up, which is good to clear the drains, and it melts it. And we'll just, this is what it does.
So all of the connective tissue, just because
it dissolves it all. It completely all.
Now it dissolves in water. Interesting.
Yeah. That's what it does. It melts it. Yeah, and it's there's I think it used to be called Red Devils or something like that. Red Devil lye. No, it won't. Bone is something. No. Bone is only organ. Yeah. It won't. It's just fats and muscles and that kind of stuff. We're 90% water anyway. Yeah. But when it comes to bone, that's a whole nother. Yeah. Red Devil lye. Yeah. Yeah. But the thing about it is like at like Home Depot or Lowe's or something like that, it doesn't. They just sell it in little bottles. Coke used to dissolve bacon. Yeah, it doesn't eat calcium. Well, that's exactly the reason I think they bought it was for the drains. Sounds familiar. Wouldn't a taxidermist know about this too? Summer's case. I mean, perhaps. Eventually it would, but you would have to keep putting it in and all that stuff. You should have to have a license about that stuff. Well, see, they use that stuff, I think, and don't they use that stuff to make math? Am I correct in that? To make math? Justin, if lie was involved, Jake is lying where the body is, in my opinion. Him showing police that area was ordered to mislead them. I agree, Bogey. I agree. Yeah. Yeah. So it's harder to get that stuff anymore. And now it's just sold under a drain cleaner. So it's just sold under it's sold at the Lowe's and Home Depot in the Drano section. I know because I've bought it for drains before, but it's only when you have a really stopped up drain. How many bottles did they buy? I have no idea. Thank you, Bogey. Appreciate you, my dear. Walmart sells it even? I don't know. They might sell it. I think he is too, Poodle. I think he's messing with the police something fierce. You think they burned it? I don't think that they did that. I know a lot of people think that. Like, I hear that in a lot of cases, and you're absolutely welcome to have that opinion. But you don't just burn. You don't just burn someone's remains. It's not that simple. It really is not that simple. It takes a lot of time. If you go to India or not Bangladesh, Nepal, they do cremations outside in the Ganges River, and after you die, there is people along the side of the river, and you can see it here, I'm sure on YouTube or somewhere, but they place you on a big fire, and it takes days in public. Yes, in public. And they burn you, but it takes like a day or two. Yeah. I mean, as soon as they stop breathing, they take you right there, throw you on it. And then after your bones they put you in the river. That's the Holy River. Chad Daybell thought he could burn Tylee. Yeah, he did. It doesn't work that easy. And this is the thing. He came from a funeral home. He worked at a funeral home. Well, he was a grave digger. He didn't really work at a funeral home. He should have knew better. Yes, it takes it's an extensive amount of fuel. And also the more heavy you are, like fat, you have to have a big enough crematorium because fat is very flammable, and it can start a grease fire. And so many crematories will not cremate someone over 400 pounds. 350, 400 pounds is about as max as you're going to get on that. If the district attorney is Riverside County, doesn't come up with more evidence to solidify rather any charges, the Haro will be. Yeah, that's what we're all kind of cussing over right now. Oh, Joyous, thank you, darling. That's very kind of you, my dear. Good to see you, Miss Joyous. How you doing, girl? Thank you, babies. Appreciate you so much, Miss Joyous. As well, you guys are so kind. Much love to you. If you received one of those Pearl memberships from a girl, Joyous, make sure you say thank you very, very much, my dear. Good to see you. Just under the limit. Whoa, good for you, Joe. Good for you. That's right. When my mom was being cremated, they asked her weight and height. Yes. Well, not only that, the crematorium is very, very technical, because when we enter the information, there's a big computer that's attached to it, and when we enter, we have to enter your weight, your height, if you're male, you're female, you have to enter your name, your number, your toe tag number, or whatever, and there is a little metal tag that goes in with you in the crematorium, and that way you're not misplaced. And it will tell you about how much fuel it's going to use. Yes, it's very hard to dig a grave. It really is very hard to dig a grave. Okay. Moving on. All right, I want to show you guys this. As part of the investigation, police released video footage of the parents' arrest and their home being searched, including a barn and outbuildings. Jake has also been seen in prison overalls assisting the police in the grim search for their son's remains. Footage shows him and officers combing a remote valley near 60 Freeway in Moreno Valley, about 10 miles from the alleged abduction site. Cadaver dogs were deployed, but no remains were found. I want to show you where it can't be this one. All right, I'll just use the Facebook one because I don't got the whole thing. But I wanted to show you guys this because this is very important. Some of the things said here. I got it right here. Jake led officers out on Sunday afternoon drive. Yep, that's all they did. That's all he did. He knew better. In the following days, little Emmanuel's disappearance, troubling details have emerged about Jake's criminal records, as well as Haro's life as a mother of 5 other children. So does she have 6, actually? Here it is. Haro's ex-husband, who asked not to be named, told the U.S. Sun he did not know his ex-wife remarried or had another son. This Haro's ex-husband, who asked not to be named, told the U.S. Sun he did not know his ex-wife remarried or had another son. So the ex did not know that Rebecca had remarried or had another son. Yes. Yep, that's absolutely true. Yep. We run a magnet over it, and there is all kinds of implants, and all of them can stay in the crematorium except for the heart shockers. Those have to be removed. What is it? I can't think of the names right now, but the rest of them can be. Hi, Christy. Good night, darling. The man said he and Haro have been separated for years following an 11-year marriage. Quote, our relationship was normal. Your normal relationship. We were married for 11 years and dated for about 15 years. Damn. That was a long time. The ex-husband told the U.S. Sun, quote, we've got 2 daughters together. They're grown. They're over 18 already. They've got 2 daughters. Okay, that's how we know. So they got 2 daughters together. Pacemaker, thank you. They've got 2 daughters together that are over 18. She has a 16-year-old, and then she has Emmanuel, defibrillator, thank you. And the daughter that's older than Emmanuel. So that's 5. Emmanuel, the daughter, the 16-year-old daughter, and 2 girls over 18. That's 5 kids. I don't know. She has 5. Yep. And how many kids does he have? I didn't perfectly imperfect. I'm sorry. I never met one of my grandkids yet. However, they live very far from. I'm sorry, Retro. You can be buried with, or you can be cremated with a wooden casket, but most don't because it's just a waste of money. You can. It's happened before, but it's got to be a wooden. She's got 5. Jake has 5. Okay, 5. Let me think. Yeah, so they got 10 kids between them. That's crazy. He says, so they were 10, 25. They were together 26 years total. We were married 11 years and dated for about 15. Or were they together 4 years before they tied the knot? Okay. I don't know anything about her new husband, only what I've read on the news, he says. Quote, I haven't talked to her in years. I didn't even know she had a son until the news came out. Haro's ex-husband, who asked not to be named, told the U.S. Sun that he did not know his ex-wife remarried and had another son. The man said he and Haro have... Okay, I already read that one. Same thing. Okay. Haro reportedly blamed the baby's injuries on his wife. Both were arrested and pleaded guilty to the charge in 2023. This is whenever Jake was in his last relationship, where they both pled guilty. As for the search of Emmanuel continues, investigators are now saying that they have not ruled out foul play. And okay, there we go. This is where Hector died in 2021. All right. The night Vanessa woke up, Jake asked him to feel the baby's back. Yeah. Doctors at Loma Linda University Medical Center told the officers who wrote the affidavit that the baby had an acute fractured rib, healing fractured of 6 ribs, a skull fracture, a brain hemorrhage, swelling in neck, and a healing fractured leg bone. God, just unbelievable. Unbelievable. He's still in probation. And whoever this woman was, I saw this when this first came out. And this was right after, I don't even think police had said that it was, their statements were inconsistent yet even. This person said, he got away with it once, let's not let him get away with it again. Used to work with Jake at Walmart. He should be the prime suspect in all of this. I'm not going to go into detail, but his previous relationship didn't end so well. He's crazy, and he beat one of the kids so bad it caused severe brain damage. The child was not the same. Let's just be real here. Jake should be suspect number 1. Yep. That's the truth. That is such the truth. Poor baby. Yes, guys, please hit that thumbs up if you haven't hit it yet. It would greatly appreciate it. I think she's got on Ruggs bad, and that's how they met. Yes. Yep. Yep. I do too. Something is up, right? Something is wrong. And I saw white. I fell on the floor, as I said, as I got, I want to show you this video. Let me show you this video. I showed you one kind of similar to it last night. Oh, I didn't show you that either. But look at Jake's strange reaction. Yeah, like you saw stars.
Plays down the 7th Street Park. And then when came here, the baby was clutching. He falls
Which is
asleep on the car ride.
Okay.
A mouth guard here. This one, and she was in the back of the car getting the baby. That's the only gentle thing I had. That's the only thing I had for something inside. Why did they put missing? That's what they put. I made it for me. Yeah, but they took that. Yeah, I did found that.
I didn't see that at all.
Here in the parking lot at Big 5. She came here to get a mouth guard for her husband's cut for football. He plays at the 7th Street Park.
Hey, Diet Mama. Watch this. Hold on. Watch her right there.
Mouth guard here, but this one she was in the back of the car getting the baby. That's the only gentle thing I had. Why did they put missing? For her.
He knows. I think that's when they thought, oh, well, this is really real now. Okay. So, birth certificate, it is confirmed by authorities that Emmanuel is in fact 7 months old. I spoke about that in this earlier live. He is 7 months old. He may be 8 months old today, from what I understand, but he's not 10 or 11 months old like people were saying. She gave him the side eye. Yeah. Crap, what was I going to say? Oh, I was going to say something to she said diet. She said Jake's attorney is over his head. The dude just caught a 3-strike case. Oh man, Jake is never getting out of prison. Look at this. He may be getting out of prison. He might be getting out of prison tomorrow, actually. I hope I'm wrong. I pray I'm wrong.
Month-old boy. But as KCAL's Joy Benedict reports, the remains, if they're not found soon, his parents may be released.
Yeah. He might be released. Hey, Uber. Tomorrow. And her. If the DA doesn't have sufficient evidence. I pray to God. Oh my God, I pray to the Lord in heaven tonight. I read that Rebecca confessed. I haven't seen that yet. You'd have to show me to me. But watch this.
Is in custody, and they can't force him to go out and look for a body. He's only going to get to that field one way, by volunteering to do it.
And even if
And he's right there. He's right there, right? Like Jake had to have willingly went out there yesterday, but just because he willingly went out there doesn't mean he was willingly going to tell them. It just makes him look like, oh yeah, I'm working with you. See, I'm on good behavior. Has Justin talked about Rebecca's brother that was convicted of? Yes. Yes. Very, very early on, I talked about that. Yes. But listen to this right here as well.
If both parents are released with no charges filed, Meister says this case and the search for this little boy are both far from over.
It doesn't mean anything. It just means that a murder investigation goes forward. It can take a long time. It can take forever. There's no statute of limitations on murder.
The Riverside County District Attorney's Office tells me they received the case from the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department today, and they are reviewing it to decide whether to file charges. Any charges must be filed by tomorrow morning, or the Haros will be released. From Riverside, I'm Joy Benedict, KCAL News.
Yes, and you're exactly
We are following
right.
several breaking.
I mentioned that earlier. Fitz and Giggles is saying it again. Justin, if they found enough blood in the house to prove the amount of blood was not survival for the baby his size to sustain life, right? They don't need a body to prove he met his end at the house. That is exactly true. And as much as it's weird to say this, I hope that's the case. If there was blood on the wood boards even. So that tells me that there may be enough blood to show that he couldn't have sustained life in that house, and that they live in the house. They're the only two adults in that house, and he could not have been abducted, right? So I'm praying that is what, at the very minimum, right? You can't determine how long blood is left behind. I don't know. I think you can now. I think they have things that they can tell now approximately. But regardless, if there's not enough blood to sustain life, you can't lose that much blood and live, right? Which means, regardless, he died in that house. Yes, if she gets out, she's going to get pregnant. I'm already thinking she might be pregnant. I don't know if she's pregnant. I don't think so, but yeah, I saw that. I see you. Okay, let me see what this says. Yeah, last night we checked, and the charges, and the charge that they have it is murder with malice, but the um the news is saying that on the suspicion of murder, and here it says murder with malice. Yes, he potentially, yeah, yeah. I mean, if he had any, even if he had any drugs in his system at the time, they could keep him for that. But what about Rebecca? Well, she's 41 years old. She might have a hard time getting pregnant. Yeah, I don't think she's pregnant, but she's going to get pregnant if she gets out. She wants sympathy. Well, let me tell you something. The day that Rebecca pushes another child out in the world is once the doctor catches that baby, it's being handed over to someone else if she gets pregnant. She's not going to be caring for another child, in my opinion, ever. And I don't think Rebecca, I think people change sometimes once they get with someone that influences them or whatever, whether that, it can be with drugs, just behaviors or whatever, right? I mean, like it or not, Rebecca didn't have any kids that ended up in a wheelchair because of her, right? I mean, now she's got a child but again, I think the ultimate reason, in my opinion, why Emmanuel is missing in the first place is because of Jake. That's my opinion, though. Yeah, I agree, Rosa. If that 2-year-old has any signs of abuse or neglect, they will have additional charges. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Now, remember, they went Thursday to another address that right before they were arrested. There was another call. 1,000%, Robin. She's became complicit, and Jake is all that matters to her. Yes. And that's the crazy thing, right? Like, women or men, they can, like, their kids, they can love their kids and all that, and then like they get this one douchebag in their life, and it's like their kids are just forgotten about. They're not on the calendar for tomorrow, or court is leaving them off on purpose. Probably the latter, I would say. If they get out, can they run? I mean, if they're not being watched, they could run. Particularly Rebecca. Now, Jake, he's on probation. So does he have an ankle monitor? Boy, that would have been good if he had an ankle monitor. They could have followed. He wouldn't have been able to. That's a good point. Guys, if he had an ankle monitor, then they would have known where Emmanuel was, right? If he put him anywhere. Right. But doesn't seem like he's got an ankle monitor. Yeah, they could have tracked him, which is, or an Apple Watch. Yeah, but it's a lot easier with an ankle monitor. A chicken party is where Justin gets funny with screaming chickens. Please hit the like. Yeah. That's right. That's right. Because I did a post. I said, Jake, I hope you stepped on cactuses while you were getting in the police car. Yep. So he definitely did not have a monitor on. They should have had him on one, in my opinion. He only got 6 months for what he did to that dude. He only got 180 days of work release. Who does the 16-year-old belong to? Joyous. I don't know. It can't belong to the first husband, and it couldn't belong to Jake. So there had to be a man somewhere in the middle, right? He served 1 day in jail for what he did to Promise. 1 day. And she serves a lifetime. Could there be a tracking system in their cars? Absolutely. If it doesn't rewrite itself, which it does rewrite itself. Thank you so much, Joyous. I really do appreciate you, my lovey-dovey. Appreciate you, sweeties. Thank you for hitting the like. In childcare classes, yeah. I've seen so. Listen, those childcare classes, I have seen so many of these parents who ended up in prison or shouldn't be in prison, in my opinion, that have done these parent to classes or anger management or whatever. They don't give a damn. No, Mr. Bright now. See, I don't think I think it's almost 100% that Emmanuel is no longer alive. And where the vehicles were financed, yes, and that information cops are probably still, yeah, it can take a minute to get that stuff back. It can take a minute, but regardless, anything past a 2013, I think it is, they all have a black box in them, but they overwrite themselves. Like in Barry Morphew's case, that's how they know where Barry went on certain places, but it overwritten the part of where he buried Suzanne Morphew. Otherwise, they would have known where Suzanne was all along, but it had overwritten that part. So that's why. Oh, thank you, Gia. Thank you, my love. Appreciate you very much, honey. Thank you so much for your support. Good to see you. Sometimes I wonder if these people's kids, I don't know. Maybe that's why he was having to do all the dirty work. What do you mean? It was funny, wasn't it? I thought it was funny. I had a good laugh. In his California justice system, here is a joke. Criminals are treated better than victims. I mean, I think the police in this case have done an amazing job. I honestly do. I think they have done an amazing job. But again, the laws are the laws. right? They can only do their job, and once it's given to the courts, it's in the court's hands, right? The laws. Andrea, do I think that they'll get out? I don't know. But all I know is this. What they say right here.
Still no sign of baby Emmanuel. His parents sit in jail accused of murdering the 7-month-old boy. But as KCAL's Joy Benedict reports, the remains, if they're not found soon, his parents may be released.
Yeah. That. And they also say it here. This is what they're reporting now.
Attorney's office tells me they received the case from the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department today, and they are reviewing it to decide whether to file charges. Any charges must be filed by tomorrow morning, or the Haros will be released. From
that right there. Where do you see that, Job Bickers? I need a receipt on that, please. That's what I need. I need a receipt on that. Because I don't see anywhere that he is illegal in any way, shape, or form. Robin, thank you so much for 15 months. Carolyn, how you feeling? Okay, please send it to my email or text it to me if you don't mind. Let me put it up here. There you go. Yeah, I don't see. Yeah, from what I understand, he was born and raised here. You might get some propaganda. Are they reporting on? Yeah, they've reported it on a couple different outlets. This I showed the other one. Let me see here. This one right here as well. This has just came out in the last little bit. They're going to walk tomorrow. Watch.
This weekend, his father here in the red jumpsuit was seen out with investigators. NBC4's Karma Dickinson live near the family's home in Cabazon with an update now on the search. Karma?
Hi there behind me. You can see how the community has really responded to this news that that little baby is now presumed dead. He has not yet been found. But in just the last week, the memorial, the outpouring of support for him has really just grown exponentially, with so many people in the community asking that one central question: where is baby Emmanuel?
The search for now presumed dead baby Emmanuel Haro spans across county lines. This weekend, authorities searched for him along the 60 freeway in Moreno Valley, accompanied by cadaver dogs. And in a bright orange jumpsuit, Jake Haro, the baby's father.
Experience when somebody is being let out and being escorted to a particular area to look for a body who has been unaccounted for, and they believe is a victim of a murder. That tells me that the person is sharing enough information.
It has been 11 days since Emmanuel Haro's parents say he was kidnapped from the Big Five store in Yucaipa. Shortly thereafter, investigators with the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department say his mother stopped cooperating. Moses Castillo is a former LAPD detective with 20 years of experience investigating crimes against children. He's not a part of this case, but weighed in on where he thinks the investigation will likely go from here.
You're going to see a more thorough search, a more methodical search by the coroner's office and the detectives, and they're going to have all hands on deck, and they're going to scour that area square by square to make sure they don't miss anything.
Last week, the baby's parents, Jake and Rebecca Haro, were arrested on suspicion of murder. However, they've
No. And listen, there is blood on the floor. I mean, seriously, guys, this people are saying, and a lot of people are reporting that he confessed, right? But if he confessed, they would arrest him right there. Like, they would keep him in jail if he confessed. Right? So I don't think he's confessed. I have not seen anyone at this point. I know a lot of other creators are telling you that, but I have not seen it. I have still yet to seen it. So I don't think he's confessed. Thank you, Andy. Appreciate you. Right? You confess to a murder, you're going to be staying in jail.
Not yet been charged. Both River.
So if they can't prove this, then
Riverside and San Bernardino County District Attorney's offices are currently evaluating this case.
The fact charges have not yet been filed could be a result of the fact that the authorities aren't sure which county is the proper place to file, or it could be that they're still working up the case. They have suspicions, but do they have enough evidence to really support criminal charges?
48 hours.
And we have spoken with the district attorneys in both San Bernardino and Riverside County's offices. And essentially, San Bernardino tells us it's looking more and more like this is going to be a Riverside case. In speaking with the Riverside County District Attorney's office, they have to make a charging decision by tomorrow. That's based on the amount of time the Haros have been under arrest. And so they say they're still working through information to be able to do that. Reporting live, I'm Carmen Dickerson.
And if they don't, they will be released. There's another one that was reporting it as well. I played it. If you go back in this live, I played it earlier. Excuse me. If he confessed, he'd tell where the body was for a plea deal. Yeah. You don't need to be confessed to be charged. No, nobody's saying that. Nobody's saying that. I hiccuped, Deborah. Nobody's saying that. Of course, people don't confess for even 20 years after they're sentenced, convicted, and sentenced. But what I'm saying is, if he would already confess to it, then they wouldn't probably be letting him out tomorrow, potentially, right? We got 1,000 thumbs up for a chicken party. Woo! Thank you, guys. Robin, thank you so much for 15 months, girl. How you doing? Good to see you, my love. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your support, my love. Good to see you. And thank you so much, Gemini, for 5 new pearls. Welcome. Come on down. You're in the next contestant. Clutch them pearls. Thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate you, Miss Gemini. You received one of those. Give our girl Gemini a big, big thank you. Thank you so much for your support, my lovies. Good to see you. You are an OG Gemini. And thank you for sleeping. Thank you so much, my dear. 6 months. Your kitty is beautiful, by the way. Thank you for all your work. Stay classy now. Time for a chicken party. Yes. Thank you so much, my dear. Appreciate you very, very much. Yes, I have heard from SL. I sure have. Yes. She's hanging in. So many sus things. Fire across the road. Was baby in that fire? Making out baby was kidnapped. Her with a black eye. There's a pattern here. Evil coward abuses babies, women. Yep. I agree. I agree. They said could, not will. Yeah, they doesn't mean that they are going to get out, but if they don't feel like they have enough tomorrow, they have no other choice. No other choice, because that is the law. This chicken is focused on wives. What is this? 1 second. What is it? Gotcha. That's funny. I'll play that. Yeah. What about parole violation? Yeah, he could still get a parole violation for sure. Sure could. He is a felon. He is on parole. Do they try them together? Doubt it. Doubt it. I think they should, but I doubt it. I think, Jake made it very clear that his attorney was his attorney and her attorney was her attorney. They're going to throw each other under the bus. Did family at football game say that her eye was black there? Yes. Her eye was black at least since August 5th. Does this mean Rebecca will find out tomorrow that Jake took them to search? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Not necessarily, Cindy. She says Jake admitted the baby was gone when he took them there to show him where the baby was. That doesn't mean that's a confession. It doesn't. It doesn't mean it's a confession, right? He could just say, I was out trying to help find them with the police, right? So, and they didn't find anything. So if they didn't find anything, there's nothing necessarily to confess to. I think he knows that if they don't find anything, they have to let him out. I mean, his attorney, I'm sure, has told him that, right? Well, they can only hold you so long on murder if they're not going to charge you. Another news channel today. Do you have that, Doodles? Doodle D? I have not seen that. I mean, to me, it didn't seem like it seems like they didn't stay there very long. You know what I mean? It didn't seem like they stayed there very long to really check it over. But if you got it, that'd be great. No pressure, though. Oh, thank you, Robin. How you doing, girl? Thank you so much, my dear Robin. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you so much for your super sticker, my love. Really appreciate you, Robin, all you do here. Thank you, my love. Gia, thank you, Gia, for becoming a member. Appreciate you, my dear. Welcome to the Pearl family. Thank you so much, my dear. Appreciate you. There's nothing to find because wildlife has downforaged. He thinks, oh good, nobody to be found here. Well, even if there is animals, and there would be animals, there's not everything. Not everything is eaten, right? The particularly the skull is a very big thing, right? Most up-to-date information on that. Thank you, my dear. Appreciate you very much. Why did they pick that spot to check? I don't know. I don't know. What's not a joke? What's a joke? I guess I missed something in chat. I don't know. Justin, did you get my email? Maybe. When did you send it? Okay. Thank you for sending me this. 10 minutes ago. Ding, ding, ding. Ooh. Oh, we got Chris on News Nation. Chrissy Boo. We love Chris McDonough from the interview room. He's our buddy. Come on.
Now, Chris McDonough, a retired homicide detective who has worked
There he
cases
is.
in Southern California for 25 years, covering over 300 murders. He is on the executive board of the Cold Case Foundation. Chris, welcome back to the show. Back to Nancy's point, when you look at that video, she makes a good point. I mean, he's just kind of standing around out there. It didn't look like he was taking them to one specific spot, at least from the angle that we have. What do you think was going on behind the scenes? Did he make some kind of promise to them and then not really live up to it once they got out there?
You know, Brian, that's probably a high probability of what's taking place here. If you'll notice, even the one detective that's standing next to him with his arms crossed, you know, he's kind of leaning off to the side like, okay, we're here. You know, what have you got for us? And of course, they've got all those resources there. So they must have had something in that interview room to prompt them to pull him out of the county jail and pull him down there.
And they must have known.
You know what? They may have a suspicion that they were in this area at some point during the time the death of Emmanuel could have taken place. And they may have wanted to take him there if he, of course, agreed and see how he would behave, right? See how he would behave around this area. So that could be that as well.
Chris, this was right along the freeway. This case has garnered national attention. Obviously, the LA is a very aggressive news market. The cameras were going to show up. It almost like, I would say, does it almost embarrass cops at this point? It's almost like maybe he was playing a game with them.
Well, you know, that could be a possibility, but obviously that's going to be to his detriment in the long run. I mean, that particular part of the freeway right there is right along, you know, San Bernardino, Riverside, and San Diego County. They all kind of butt up against each other, but the 60 is a well-traveled freeway, and it looks like he's off to the side of the road. So maybe they were thinking, you know, if we take him down here, he's going to bring us back to the reenactment of potentially how this child got to that area.
So the charge as it stands now, murder with malice, but no body. Sadly, though, the detectives did say today that they do not believe baby Emmanuel is alive. What do you think they know? I mean, even though there's no body, they must have some evidence that we don't know about to be able to move forward with these murder charges.
Yeah, I would suspect they probably have some type of digital footprint and or, you know, forensics evidence from some of the search warrants they did. And of course, they're looking for malice, right? And in California, malice is a mental state of mind, which a person, you know, intends to kill somebody. So this may go to his detriment if he is playing that game that, okay, I'm going to take him out there, burn some time up. But the prosecutor may use that against him to show that he had specific intent to kill this child.
I hate to even bring this up, but I just want to know if this is a possibility. And you know that area. Is it possible that baby Emmanuel was dumped there and they went out there and the baby is just no longer there anymore because of animals in the area or something like that?
That is definitely a serious consideration because depending on the time frame, obviously, that particular geographic region right there is between those hills, based on what I'm seeing off the video. They're on the 60. And of course, there's a lot of wildlife and animal activity out there. So if those cadaver dogs didn't hit on them on the first time, they probably are going to come back, maybe even, you know, without people knowing, and hit it one more time just in case.
What do you make of these parents in terms of, you've got the mom doing a interview with a local newspaper saying she stands by her husband. He would never hurt anyone, despite this awful, awful criminal history, which we all know. But then you've got him showing up out there with the detectives. It kind of made me wonder, like, are they going to turn on each other? And is he trying to place the blame on her?
You know, that's a great point, Brian, because remember in his past case, he blamed his, significant other at that time. So this may be his same play. And of course, you know, they're going to try to, you know, flush that out pretty quickly and maybe even, you know, go to her now and say, look, this is what he's saying. And so it's going to be a he said, she said, and they're going to let the defense fight it out.
Yeah, I get the sense that he may be very, very manipulative, which I'm sure the detectives can already see through, but just based on some of his history and what we've heard about him. Chris McDonough, really appreciate you coming on tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Brian.
Okay.
I want to bring in now Chris McDonough.
Okay.
Are you gonna let us in?
Okay. So I know, Roxy. You're good. I was talking. So, what is this? Someone just sent me something. Oh yeah, that's Travis Decker. Okay. Something different. Check this message. It's, yeah. Okay. No. It's fake. Okay. Yeah, so they're probably going to go back tomorrow and give it another once over. When was this? Let me see when this was. 1 second. Okay. I want to show you this right here before we do our chicken party. It's coming soon. Promise you, right after this, it's coming.
Are also following developing news from the Inland Empire, where the search continues for 7-month-old Emmanuel Haro, who is presumed dead. Investigators say the baby's parents faked his kidnapping.
He did 2 or 3 live
KTLA5's Jillian Smuckler live in San Bernardino with the very latest in this investigation. Good morning.
Good morning, Lou. Yeah, major developments in just the past 24 hours for that search for 7-month-old Emmanuel. Now, what we could tell you is that his father was spotted over the weekend searching for his body, while his mother gave her first jailhouse interview,
What the hell, play?
her innocence and standing by her story, saying she's committed to finding her son. Now, Rebecca and Jake Haro, they were arrested at their home in Cabazon on Friday on suspicion of murder with malice. They arrested the couple 8 days after the baby's mother reported that Emmanuel had been stolen from her, all while she was changing his diaper in the parking lot of a Big Five. But in a jailhouse interview with a Southern California News Group reporter yesterday, she maintained her innocence despite law enforcement accusing the couple of killing their son. She reportedly said she isn't giving up on her baby and that she wished she were out searching for him. She also allegedly shook her head when asked about rumors that days before she reported the kidnapping, she went to the Big Five,
Who else got
told
it?
employees that her car was burglarized, and asked whether the business had surveillance cameras. Now, her husband Jake also made headlines over the weekend. He was spotted wearing an orange jumpsuit yesterday looking for his missing baby. He was searching a remote area in Moreno Valley with detectives. It is still unclear what led them there, given it's about 10 miles south of where Emmanuel was first reported missing. But after an hours-long search yesterday, investigators say Emmanuel's body still has not been found. Now, the couple is standing by their story of what exactly happened to their baby, and they're expected to make their first court appearance tomorrow at the Riverside Hall of Justice. And back out here live, we are still waiting to find out if there's going to be another search today and where investigators are focusing on. Of course,
Someone just sent me, we heard an update from KTLA News that baby Emmanuel's mother, Rebecca, will be speaking out from jail tonight on KTLA News. KTLA News. Let's see if that's true. I'm trying to see it. Would they be doing a... I don't know if that's true. Let me check KTLA. KTLA. You know, Lil Nas X was charged for assaulting LA police. I don't see that anywhere. I'm not saying it's not happening, but you see this. Nope. Yeah, we showed y'all that. I don't see it anywhere. I don't see KTLA saying that. Out there in the field with police, she's going to sing like a canary. I mean, yeah, I'll have it, but I haven't got any. I get notifications on any time Emmanuel is mentioned in the news, and I don't see it anywhere. The person that just emailed me that, can you send me the link to that post, please? Yeah, I'm a little skeptical on that. To be honest with you, I'm a little skeptical on that. I hope Rebecca tweets. I don't see it happening. Homie, get in line. I can make one. I can make one. All right, guys, without further ado, if it happens, I will be live, though. I'll wake up and do it. We'll see. They talked about on duty, Ron? Talked about what? The...
How many wives is a man allowed to have? One. Oh, I always thought it was 16.
Why?
4 richer, 4 poorer, 4 better, 4 worse.
For real?
How many?
That's for Edgar from Cassie. It says Fox 11 said it. Isn't? Hold on. They told me KTLA. Oh, let's see here. Fox 11 Emmanuel Haro. Let me check. This was 4 hours ago.
Mother, who is currently in jail on suspicion of murder, maintains her child was kidnapped. Fox 11's Nick Garcia is live in downtown Riverside with what could be next in this investigation. Nick?
Right, Susan. Good evening. Well, Rebecca Haro is behind bars in that jail here in Riverside right now. The Riverside District Attorney's Office says a decision on filing has not been made yet, but we know that Rebecca and Jake Haro both face that count of murder. If those charges are filed, they could appear in court here.
It says Rebecca Haro spoke out from jail in an exclusive interview with the Southern California News Group, which is what I've already reported yesterday on. It was a news group, was what it was. Yeah. Yep, that's what it says. This is how misinformation spreads.
Tomorrow. It's a case that has captured national attention. The disappearance of infant Emmanuel Haro.
Texted it.
Last week, his parents, Jake and Rebecca Haro, were arrested for murder. Now Rebecca is speaking out from jail. She spoke with the Southern California News Group, insisting her baby...
She spoke with the Southern California News Group, which is what the article that I read yesterday.
He was kidnapped, saying, quote, "I want to be out looking for my baby." She also spoke about her husband saying, quote, "He's a good dad. He would never hurt a baby." That jailhouse interview happened Sunday, the same day Jake Haro, seen here in an orange jumpsuit, was brought by San Bernardino County Sheriff's deputies to help look for Emmanuel's body near the 60 freeway in Moreno Valley. The body was not found, but detectives do believe the baby is dead. Sunday night, a growing memorial outside the Haro home in Cabazon.
Beautiful that baby Emmanuel gets the support. It's very unfortunate that he wasn't able to get it while he was still here.
Concerned community members have gathered several times since baby Emmanuel's disappearance, hoping he will be found. As of Monday afternoon, the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department has not located the boy's body. Certainly the question on everyone's mind, where is baby Emmanuel? Again, if those charges are filed, we're keeping a close eye on it. If they're filed, they do expect to see them appear in court here in Riverside tomorrow. In the meantime, though, both Jake and Rebecca Haro are being held without bail. Live in downtown Riverside, I'm Nick Garcia, Fox 11 News.
Yeah, there's not, yeah. Before this gets out, I do want to show this because I don't believe it's anything to calm people down. Someone wrote on TikTok, "Is there a new update? Question mark. I wonder why KTLA is outside setting up a microphone to the San Bernardino coroner's office. Hashtag justice for Emmanuel, 8/25/25/330. Respectfully, I say, there is a lot of people that die. And it doesn't mean it's from Emmanuel. Right? Emmanuel has not been found. So it wouldn't be for Emmanuel at a coroner. That's a lot of projection. Respectfully. Oh, that's sweet. What is this? Yeah, on the tier he says TMZ and FOX and FOOCONNER in 2024 causing my okay, so sorry, TMZ and FOX, he says. Fox hit him with a ceased and desist. Okay, guys, shall we have a chicken party? Shall we? I don't know about you, but I want a chicken party. I have to be up at 5:30 in the morning, which is 12:12 right now. Ooh.
Katie! Christopher!
Now get up off me. I said that's enough. Let my gut to the go. You act like you starving, Monquita. Now I said that's enough. You want to bite me? Huh? Okay. That's how I feel. Now get up off me. Got these people recording me act like I don't feed your ass. And look at your damn daddy just sitting there. You need to come get your damn daughter. She get this shit from you. Now let my damn titty go. You didn't eat. Let it go. Because at this rate, I'm not gonna care if Monkey Protective Services come get your ass. Now let them go. You didn't eat and you acting like you starving. Okay, we won't listen. We won't listen. Who is that? Oh, I thought I heard something. Now get your... Okay, let me just turn my ass around. Now, didn't I tell you to let my shit go? Now, I'm not about to keep playing with you in front of these people. I'm trying... Okay. Okay. Let me see who looking. Okay, hey.
Pearl wanted to say hi, everyone. Didn't you know it? Pearl wants to say hi. Here's his CP. Isn't hers all? Mommy be too tongue. She tired. We have chicken parties. We have monkey parties. Okay, go play. Don't take me with you. There she goes. There she goes. All right, let's finish our chicken party, shall we?
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
Yeah, me smell cocoa butter cheese. Yeah, right there. Give me a kiss. Damn, you got to be an Instagram model or something. Here, put this shit on your gram right here. There you go. Yeah, give me a kiss. Don't move. This one going on the wall in my trailer.
Girl, how I look? Like a damn fool. No, them veneers don't make that look no better. Girl, bye.
A monkey. A monkey. A monkey. It's a monkey. You know that.
Oh.
Suck it now.
Oh.
Suck it now.
Oh.
Suck it now.
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
They can shut their chicken tone, chicken bone, Google Chrome, no home flip phone, disown ice cream cone, garden gnome, student loan, full-blown Indiana Jones, overgrown Flintstone, X and Y chromosome, Fred Zone, Sylvester Stallone, AutoZone, professionally seen silver Patron, head the fuck up, okay? How you doing? Well, I can't.
How you doing?
Thank you all so much for joining me. I really do appreciate you. Amazing, amazing. What is shits and giggles? I love your freestyling, Justin. Yes, she's ready for bed. She's ready for bed. She had a long day. Oh my God, is that Chris? Yeah, she's drinking from her papa. She's going. All right, go play. Go play, girl. All right, guys. Look at the vibe from the news people. We will see. Tomorrow is another day. We'll see. Remy, where you at? She bring you that bottle? No. No. She's only got 4 fingers. She's got hands on her feet, but she's only got 4 fingers. She doesn't have thumbs. So it's hard for her to grab things. All right, guys. She's playing with the light. Probably my camera's about to be knocked over. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for joining me. She's over there. She's over there. Love you guys. Really do appreciate you. Thank you all. You all are amazing people. Take good care of yourself. You only get so many trips around the sun. Listen, I want you to sleep good tonight and hydrate because tomorrow is a big day. They go to court tomorrow. And because they go to court tomorrow, hopefully we'll learn a lot of things. Thank you, G. Thank you, baby. Appreciate you. Good night, everyone. God bless each and every one of you. I'll see you guys on the next one, Lord willing. Justice for little Emmanuel. Good night.